It has been 150 days since the moon began drifting off its stable orbit. Now it's on a direct collision path with Earth. As the moon moves closer, the effects are impossible to ignore. Ocean tides are surging higher than ever before. Entire coastal cities are flooding. Earthquakes are tearing the ground apart. Volcanoes are erupting across the globe. The moon's gravitational pull is growing stronger every day, and our planet is paying the price. But how did we reach this point? Timeline: 1 year until the moon hits Earth. Let's rewind. With 1 year remaining before impact, we'll break down each major phase of the moon's approach. What happens to Earth, how life is affected, and whether humanity has any chance of survival. Why the moon's distance matters. Right now, the moon sits about 384,000 kilometers away from Earth. To put that into perspective, every planet in our solar system could fit between Earth and the moon, with room to spare. That distance is critical. At first, nothing seems unusual. If you were standing on a beach, you might notice waves creeping slightly higher up the shore. This subtle change is caused by the moon's gravity pulling on Earth's oceans. But that's just the beginning. Why the moon is essential for life on Earth. The moon doesn't just control tides. It plays a major role in stabilizing Earth's climate and rotation. The moon stays in orbit because it's moving fast enough, over 1 kilometer per second, to avoid crashing into Earth, while still being held in place by gravity. If that balance breaks, everything changes. Instead of predictable seasons, Earth could experience extreme climate shifts, freezing deserts and scorching polar regions. And the oceans? They would become wildly unstable, slowing the disaster for understanding. At its current speed, the moon would hit Earth in less than 5 days. So for the sake of understanding what would happen, and whether we could stop it, we slow the scenario down to 1 year. Moon at 250,000 kilometers. Coastal catastrophe begins. The moon is now 250,000 kilometers away. Tides rise up to 5 meters, flooding major coastal cities. New York, Miami, London, gone beneath the waves. Salt water contaminates freshwater supplies. Coastal ecosystems collapse. Millions are forced to evacuate inland. And this is only the early stage. Has this happened before? Earth's violent past. To understand what's happening, we look back 4.5 billion years. Scientists believe a Mars-sized object called Theia collided with early Earth. From that impact, debris formed the moon itself. Evidence from lunar rocks, brought back during Apollo missions, shows the moon and Earth share the same origin. The moon was once much closer to Earth, creating stronger tides than anything we see today. Moon at 100,000 kilometers, civilization collapse. Now the moon is just 100,000 kilometers away. Tides reach over 30 meters high. Every coastal city becomes uninhabitable. Roads disappear. Subways flood. Entire infrastructure systems fail. The moon's gravity begins pulling directly on Earth's crust. Earthquakes intensify. Volcanoes erupt worldwide, especially along the Pacific Ring of Fire. No place on Earth is safe. 100 days until impact. Planetary chaos. With just 100 days left, Earth's climate spirals out of control. Hurricanes grow stronger. Storm systems become unpredictable. The planet's interior is under extreme stress. Volcanic eruptions increase dramatically, releasing ash that darkens the sky and cools the planet. Human survival becomes nearly impossible. Could we stop the moon? NASA's DART mission proved that humans can alter the path of small asteroids. But the moon is massive, far beyond our current ability to deflect. And even if we tried, something else would happen first. The Roche limit. The moon breaks apart. At around 18,000 kilometers, the moon reaches the Roche limit. Earth's gravity overwhelms the moon's structure. Instead of crashing into Earth, the moon shatters. Billions of fragments form a chaotic debris field around our planet. Earth gains a ring, at a deadly cost. Earth temporarily becomes a ringed planet like Saturn. Meteor showers rain constantly. Satellites are destroyed. Global communication collapses. Sunlight is blocked. Photosynthesis slows. Oxygen levels drop. Temperatures plummet, triggering global cooling, possibly an ice age. Long-term survival. Is humanity finished? Space travel becomes impossible. Debris surrounds Earth like a prison. Any survivors must retreat underground, relying on bunkers and limited resources. Humanity's future becomes uncertain. Final thoughts. Thankfully, this scenario is nearly impossible. In reality, the moon is moving away from Earth, not toward it. But imagining this disaster raises an even bigger question. If not the moon, what if another planet, like Mars, were headed our way? That's a story for another What If.